Hi, everyone. I am Candace Porter, and we all know that working on projects is hard, especially when you're coordinating with a lot of other people, possibly cross-functional areas and teams. And so I get a lot of questions about what tools can you use? What types of project management tools can keep the team organized and really allows everyone to stay up to date on what others are working on? I have a lot that I could talk about. Today, we're going to focus on Asana. Asana is a tool that I think is a great option for teams if you're looking for a lot of collaboration. It's pretty well laid out, and I'm going to show you some of the options when you are setting it up from scratch. So today, I will show you how do you get into Asana and how do you start a new project if you're going to be doing this for the first time. I'm going to give you just enough information to be dangerous. So let's get to it. The plan that I have for Asana is a paid plan. So there may be a few features if you're going to be trying this out from scratch that aren't available to you, but you should be able to get a free trial for Asana and possibly upgrade to a premium plan is what it's called. I've been out to Asana a lot. A nice thing is this is the landing page when you log in. It'll really tell you the tasks that are due soon for your projects. If I click on this little arrow, they'll drop down, and recent projects that I have been working on. That allows me to jump quickly into those projects if I'd like. Again, if I click on this, they would all list down below. However, today we're going to focus on setting up a new project. Just to let you know what you're looking at though, along kind of the far left-hand side, anytime you want to go back to the home page, which is here, you can come up to the very top here where it's got the little house and says home. It's going to bring you back to this main landing page. You could also look at all of the tasks that are assigned to you within the different projects, because you may be working with several different projects teams. And that's a nice way to say, well, what is my list holistically as far as when things are due? We've got an inbox. So as people tag you or send you messages, your inbox is something that you'll want to be mindful of. Portfolios. So what if we have a lot of different projects and we're trying to compare them and see when are the start dates and end dates? You can create something called a portfolio. That is something for a later session. We've got goals here. You can star different things or turn it into a favorite. We're not going to look at that much more today. And then down here, again, if I click on these little arrows, it leads to a drop down where I can have certain reports that are set up, and then different project teams. So let's go ahead and set up a project from scratch. What we're going to do here is go up to this little orange X in the right-hand corner. That is where we're always going to start if we want to create a new project. So I'm going to click on this, and you're going to see, let me move this for a moment. You're going to see that I have some options. I can create a new task. I can actually create a new project. I could message someone, or I can invite someone. I'm going to go ahead and click on project here. Once I click on project, it's going to give me some options. I can start a project from scratch, or I can explore some of the templates that they've got. So if I click on this, it's going to show me a lot of different things that I can look at as far as layouts go. Feel free to explore, see if something jumps out or feels like a good fit for you. For today, I am just going to create the project from scratch or a blank project. I'm clicking on that. We're going to name the project. I'm going to call it EFC, stands for my company name, Effective Flow Connections. And let's say I want to make it private to the project members. So I can invite more and more people to collaborate with on Asana. Again, if I'm working on different projects and with different team members, then maybe there'll be several things that show up on that home page. I want to make this private to project members because we're going to be talking about some sensitive stuff that maybe we don't want to deploy to everyone or inform everyone as far as what's going on. So that's where we're going to name it. I've selected the team. It was default as far as who is going to be the team members working on it. And I'm going to go ahead and leave it on list as far as the default view. There's several different options here. We'll take a look at them when we get a little bit further into the setup. But I think the list view is a pretty simple way to start structuring your project. You could also set it up as a board view. If you're going to be working with any agile projects, you may want to consider setting up the board view in that view. Timeline is going to look more like a Gantt chart. I will show you what that looks like. And then there's also calendar view. This can be really nice if it integrates with the type of calendars that you're using, or if you have any other tools that you'd like to integrate with, and you want to put tasks in Asana and then have them show up on other calendars. So we're just going to leave it with the list view here, and let's create the project. Here you go. We've got a blank project. So now where do we start? What I'm going to do, and this is what I recommend you do when you are starting a new project in Asana, is click on the Overview tab. Let's go ahead and set this up from scratch, do it correctly, and let's pretend that you're going to be inviting your project team members to join the project after we get this set up today. How we will collaborate is going to be a nice little welcome message. You could put that in there. You could rename it if you want to have something else at the top of the page, but I think how we'll collaborate is a nice way to welcome new team members. And we could even write, welcome to the project. The team kickoff meeting will be this date. We'll say it's going to be May 31st. See you there. Any other details that you want to add there? It's going to be, again, something that all of your team members see when they come out and join the project. The nice thing here is that there's project roles. We can add different team members. We can invite them, and we can go ahead and have them join the project. We'll come back to that. Down here for key resources, this is great because if you watch some of my other project management videos, which I've got several published out there, you know that I always stress the importance of having a project charter. A project charter is key. We want to have that completed probably before we even start entering things into this tool. So what you can do is upload files here. If you have a project charter that's been completed, if you have a work breakdown structure, if you have anything that has led up to initiating the project, and you want to make those easily accessible to the team members, this is a great place to start. So you can go ahead and upload those documents. I could even put up here in the how we'll collaborate a recommendation to review all documents prior to our kickoff meeting. So you'll see how it starts tying everything together. Another nice feature of Asana is that it's got create project brief. I can go in here, and if I haven't created a project charter, or if I want to build it in here, you're going to see that it gives me options. So explain the what and why of this project to your team. It kind of prompts you for different information. Over on this right-hand side, it says suggested content. We've got the executive summary, the background, the problem statement. Usually a project comes about because there's a challenge or an opportunity. So let's go ahead and lay that right up front. Proposed solution. Again, we may be trying to solve a problem. So how are we going to do that? If it's an opportunity, maybe we don't need a problem statement, but maybe we need a little bit more information about what that opportunity is and what success looks like. Open questions, risk. If we're thinking about risk right up front, which is something that is always in the future, it may or may not happen. If it does happen, it could have a positive or a negative impact on your project objectives. And if it has a negative impact and it's realized, it then becomes an issue that you're dealing with. So if you've got any of those, go ahead and log them at this time. You could just drag these sections right over, and you see, start to really structure it here. Again, it prompts you with what you want to put with these sections. So little drag and drop, awesome. Okay, so let's say we've completed our project brief here. I'm going to go ahead and click done. It's going to save it. You can now see here it is. Team members can actively click on that and go into it. You will see a little section down here on milestones. And the nice thing about this is that milestones are going to pull from your project schedule. So if you add a milestone into your project schedule, it's automatically going to show up here, which is really nice. One thing that I also want to highlight here on the overview page, you can very quickly add a status update for your project. And so you can say at any point, on track, at risk, off track, it opens a new screen and it prompts you to fill in additional information. Anyone can do that, and it can go ahead and it will go ahead and continue to show up on the right-hand side. So I like to start my project in list view. Again, there's a lot of different tabs up here. They all have kind of different uses, in my opinion. We're going to start it on list. This is what it's going to look like. This is where we first landed after we created our new project. You're going to see here that I can go up and add a task. I could also click on that little arrow and I could add a milestone. So there's two options here as far as task and milestone, and then I can add a section. Let's say that I want to group my project. Maybe there's a phase 1, maybe there's a phase 2. Maybe we want to go through and structure our project by Project Management Institute's process groups. So maybe I want to have initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and controlling, and then close. So let's go ahead and add a section, and I'm just going to call it project initiation. So you'll see I now have a section there. I'll add another one just to show you what it looks like. Maybe we want to have project planning. There you go. I've got the different sections. And if I want to add some tasks to this section, I'm going to click on this arrow, write the task name. So a few things that I know need to be accomplished during project initiation. We want to assign a project sponsor. Okay. We also want to make sure that the project manager is assigned. We also want to complete the project charter. We also want to identify stakeholders. Those are some of the things that we're going to want to include as a task here. Now, I just want to highlight that Project Management Institute usually uses the word activity when we're talking about something similar to a task. So don't let task versus activity throw you off. I have a separate video on that if it's helpful for you to listen to. It's very short. Then over here on the right-hand side, I can assign someone to the task, and then I can also add a due date to the task. So I want to assign the project sponsor by tomorrow, let's say the 26th. And then I want to assign the project manager by the 27th. Once the project sponsor and the project manager are both assigned, let's say they're going to have 2 weeks to work together and complete that project charter. So we want to have that completed, let's just say June 11th. Put that in there. And identify stakeholders. Let's make sure that we give them about the same amount of time to do that. They're going to be doing that in parallel with their project charter. So there you go. We've got some of these dates here. And again, I can go ahead and assign different people to accomplish these. We could also go into project planning and add a bunch of different tasks. I want to show you though what it looks like when we open up a task, because it gives you more options to add information. You're going to see no one's currently assigned. I could easily assign someone. As far as dependencies, I'm going to show you where you could really easily add dependencies. And when we're talking about dependencies, we're talking about predecessors and successors. We could add a description. So if we're working off of a work breakdown structure when we're entering this, and maybe we have a work breakdown structure dictionary that goes along with it, and there's a lot of additional details on requirements or specifications for this particular thing, we can add a description with all of those details. You can also add subtask. So assign project sponsor. Maybe there are a couple of other things that are associated with this task. Maybe the recommended project sponsor needs to be presented at the executive meeting and they need to approve it. So maybe I want to put a couple of additional subtasks in there. You can also, if you're working on this with other people, you can tag them. You can add additional notes here. So every time someone comments, it's going to show up under this particular task. And you can continue to add the different comments here. And it's a great way to communicate with and collaborate with the actual team that you're working on this with. That's what it looks like when you go and look at some of the additional details in the task. You can also add some attachments here, which is nice because if we have specific documents, maybe we want to upload those to the particular task that it pertains to. We can like it, which I always think's fun. And again, the subtask option here. You can also copy a task link. Maybe I wanted to share this with someone else on the project team and say, hey, could you please update this particular task? It's a very easy way to get a link specifically to this task. There's a few other options here. If you click on those three little dots here, you could duplicate task, you can make it full screen, you can add tags. So do know that there's additional options that we won't be covering today, but they are there. To close this task out, I'm going to click on this little arrow. That's going to close it and take me back to the main screen. I want to show you something else in that you can add milestones right here. So let's go ahead and say that once all of the tasks are completed in project initiation, that we want to have a milestone that's going to mark the project initiation phase being completed. Now, a milestone is something that has 0 duration, and you include it because it really shows you something of importance, something that's being worked towards that will be completed. You can have a decision in here as a milestone. So once this decision is made, we know that maybe we can move on to some additional work or a different phase. I always like to include milestones to show once a phase overall has been completed. So I'm going to go back up to where it says add task. And there is, again, that arrow that you can click on. When you click on it, you can see where it says add milestone. And I'm going to call this project initiation phase complete. Now, you can include all of your milestones up here at the top. You can also drag and drop. So for me, I'm going to want it to be at the very bottom of my project initiation phase. Now, I have all of these tasks kind of going in chronological order here. And you'll see that the last task that I have on here, the two are complete project charter and identify stakeholders. They are both going to be due by June 11th. So I'm going to go ahead and put June 11th as the actual milestone date of project initiation phase complete. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about predecessors momentarily. Before we do that, I want to remind you, I mentioned that in the overview tab, that was the first tab that we looked at right up at the top here, where we're going to set up our project, that there was a section at the bottom where it said milestones. I'm going to go back to the overview tab here. I'm going to click on that. And you're going to see here at the bottom, because I put in a milestone for project initiation phase complete, it automatically shows up there at the bottom of this page. Now, why would you want that? This can be really great if you're going to have maybe your project sponsor or even some project stakeholders that don't need to get into the details of the project. They don't need to know when every single task is being worked on, but they do want to know some key milestones that are being completed along the way. It's almost like your roadmap. It is your breadcrumbs that are helping to get you to that finish line for your overall project. So just know that when you add a milestone to your actual project schedule, that it auto-populates here on your overview tab. That is one of those features that is with a paid plan only, I believe. So just make note of that. If it's something that is really important to you, then you may need to upgrade to a different plan for Asana. So I'm going to go back to the list view again. This is where we were just building out our actual project. And you can continue to add tasks. If I were to go ahead and start adding tasks for project planning, I would want to make sure that we were working on our project management plan, which would include things like our communications plan, our stakeholder management plan, all of those important knowledge areas that you find in Project Management Institute's PMBOK, or Project Management Body of Knowledge. So if we continue to build that out, you could see each of the phases built out below here. I'm now going to show you what this looks like in timeline view, because we're going to revisit those predecessors. So I'm going to click on the timeline tab right up here at the top, timeline. And here we go. You're going to see that it is going to divide the task up by the phases or by the actual sections that I built out on my list view. Again, I personally think it's easier to build the projects out on the list view, but that's a personal preference. I'll leave that completely up to you. Now, it also shows along the top the dates. So very much like a Gantt chart view. You'll see the month here. So there's May, here's June. And what I want to do is to define dependencies between these tasks. So what is a dependency? It means that one task is dependent upon another. So we're really going to be talking about a predecessor task and a successor task. A predecessor task is one that needs to come first. So this task needs to come before another task. They have a relationship. Now let's say in the example here, assign project charter and assign project manager. I'm going to say that our project sponsor is required to assign the project manager. So the project manager cannot be assigned until we officially have a project sponsor on board, which means they have a relationship. The predecessor task, the task that needs to come first, is assign project sponsor. The successor task, or the follow-on task, is going to be assign project manager. So I want to show a relationship between these two versus having them look like standalone tasks. In order to do that, this is the shortcut, or in my opinion, a shortcut at how to define those dependencies. If you hover over the task that you would like to link to another task, then you're going to see that there is a blue line with a ball that pops up at the top, a blue line with a ball that comes down to the bottom. I want to grab the one at the bottom, drag to create dependencies. All I have to do is click, and you'll see, look, it comes out with this line. I want to drag that into the task that it's linked to. So basically what this says now is assign project sponsor needs to be completed before assign project manager can be completed. The goal here is to build logic into your actual project schedule. I always like to have all of my tasks linked if there truly are dependencies. Now, I know that assign project manager needs to be completed before we can complete the project charter, before we can identify the stakeholders and before the project initiation phase is really completed. And I'm going to then do the exact same thing. I'm going to click on this little blue ball that shows up below and drag it over to complete project charter. I'm also going to do that to the identify stakeholders. And you know what? For our project initiation phase complete, I'm going to push that out a day. I'm going to push that out to, and I can do that just by clicking on it. I'm going to click on it. It's going to open up the task. I'm going to click on the date, and the 12th is a Saturday. We're not going to be doing work on Saturday. So I'm going to move it to Monday the 14th. Monday the 14th. So there we go. It now is showing up as June 14th. Look, on my timeline, it pushed back. You can tell something is a milestone because it looks like a little diamond and it's got a green line then going up and down here in Asana. Well, the project initiation phase isn't going to be completed until all of the tasks are completed. However, complete project charter and identify stakeholders, they're going to be completed on the same day. I want both of those to go into this milestone. So you'll see we've now got all of our tasks completed. It's in a logical flow. Assign project sponsor, that needs to be completed before assign project manager. Assign project manager needs to be completed before complete project charter. Complete project charter and identify stakeholders. Maybe we're going to do that in a couple of different ways. We're going to do them in parallel, but one is not dependent upon each other. So we're not going to link those, but we are going to have each of them feed into the project initiation phase milestone there. Now, why do you want to have all of this linked? Because it looks great. Okay, it does look great, but it's also going to give you some warnings. If, for example, my assigned project sponsor, maybe that got delayed. Let's say that that's going to get delayed until next week. It's going to get delayed until next week. It's not going to be accomplished tomorrow anymore. Let's say it's going to be completed on the 31st. Let me move that task out. Okay, I've moved it out. Look now at the timeline view. There's a bright red warning sign. The arrow has now turned red, which means, hey, you have a task that is a predecessor task to another task, but the successor task, that's the one that comes after, is actually scheduled before. So that's not going to work. So right there, you can really quickly take a look at your timeline view, understand the flow of work, in addition to get red warnings if something needs to be reconsidered or needs to be adjusted. Now, that is such a huge benefit because let me go back to my list view. I could manually go through here and look at all of my due dates, but it's not going to jump out at me as much because look, this just says it's due on Monday, assign project sponsor, assign project manager says due Thursday. I might not catch that if I was just looking at this view. But if I go to that timeline view, bingo, I know that there needs to be some adjustments. So a great, easy way to know if you need to consider updating some of your due dates. I will show you the board view. The way that I've built this project out so far, the board view is not something I would probably work in this view very often, if ever. However, if I was managing an agile project, for example, and we were using Kanban style board, where we wanted to come up with a really visual way to where we've got a backlog, which are all of the requirements for this actual project. I could always name this project backlog and log all of the tasks in here. And then as we are working on the task, we could drag those. We could actually drag these from section to section. So maybe this is project backlog. This could say something like in progress. This could say something like testing, and the last one could say completed. So the board view is a really great view if you're looking for visual ways of working and you want to just drag and drop the work and you could see where it is at all point in time. Again, this is definitely the recommended way for managing an agile project. You could come up with your sprints here as well. So just something to be mindful that it's here. Again, for the sake of the way that I'm building out my project, I'm going to assume that it's more waterfall where it's these things all need to happen kind of step by step. Then that is why I prefer the list view for this one. I will show you the calendar view. The calendar view shows the tasks that are falling on a calendar. The great thing here is that Asana integrates with so many different types of tools. And so if you wanted these tasks to automatically show up on your calendar, you could go ahead and explore the help section of Asana, and it'll show you how to integrate Asana with the calendar that you use to manage your time. So know that that's available. And if you prefer this view to kind of look at what's happening when, I prefer the timeline view, but again, personal preference. Also know that there's a dashboard. There's a dashboard that you could work with. So far, I know that I have 5 tasks on this project. You see it right up here in incomplete task. I've got 5. None of them are completed. None of them are overdue. And if you really have certain things that you want to show up on here, you can add different charts. You can customize dashboards. I, again, am not going to spend much time on this because I feel like the basics are really getting your project built out in the first place. For the dashboard, you really do want to talk a lot with your stakeholders. You want to talk to your project sponsor. What's important for you to see? Because if you could build out a dashboard that they're able to get access to and take a look at and answers a lot of their questions versus them needing to send an email or them needing to pick up the phone, then that's a great thing to have. So again, what's important for your stakeholders, your project sponsor, your team members to know, and then you can customize your dashboards accordingly. There's a few other tabs on here. Messages, you can send message to members here. So you've got people on your project team, you could message them right here. Forms, so you could create forms here. Again, we're not going to spend much time on this tab, but do know that it's there. And then last, there's a files tab. So remember I told you that you can attach files or specific things to tasks that will support with their completion. If you just want to jump over to files, this is where the files will be as far as those attachments that you linked in. I hope that this was really helpful for you, getting an introduction to Asana. This is a tool that I get asked about often. I think that there is a lot of things that you can do up front before you just dive right into Asana. Make sure that you really are doing some planning as far as what methodology are we going to use? Are we going to have it more focused on agile, or are we going to use a waterfall approach? I think creating a work breakdown structure so that you really start to understand the work that is associated with the project, that can be helpful before even diving into Asana. Now, that is one thing that I like to use the board view. If I start a new project and I'm using the board view from scratch, you can create a work breakdown structure in here. So if you think about a work breakdown structure, and I have a whole separate video on this, so feel free to check it out, then I usually focus on deliverables-based work breakdown structure. So the first level, I've got the name of the project. The second level, I've got the major deliverables that are going to come out of the project. And then below each of those deliverables, I start breaking the work down. I want to break it down to a small bite-sized piece of work. And that is what I would enter as a task into my list view. It helps you get your project organized before you just dive right in and start working with the tool. I hope this was really helpful for you today, just getting a little bit of a taste and feel for Asana. Again, getting started, you get your account set up, you come into the system for the first time, look for the orange circle that has the plus sign in it. That's going to give you what you need in order to create your project from scratch. I always, again, set up the overview tab first, make sure that I'm entering all of the information associated with the project there, and then move on to building out my project schedule in list view. I then move to the timeline view to really connect the predecessor and successor tabs and make sure that I've got everything set up correctly. I, of course, would assign resources if this were a real project and I was wrapping it up. For the sake of today, I didn't. I would assign my resources. Before doing that, you can add project roles here. So I can add a member simply by clicking right here and inviting people. If I've already got them in Asana or linked up on other projects, I could simply type their name, or I could send them an invite via email to join. So if I wanted to share my project, I'd come to the overview page, project roles, and start inviting people. If you work with any type of instant messenger systems at work, then you could also just copy a link to it. Maybe you copy a link and you chat it out and say, join my project. You can always see the members here. So if I wanted to look at who was already invited to this project, and I can look at what types of rights they have here. So I'm currently the project owner. Any task collaborators, they're automatically going to get edit rights. However, if I have some stakeholders that I only want to view and comment versus make edits, then you can go ahead and set them up with comments only. So task collaborators can comment, but can't edit anything. If you're inviting stakeholders that aren't actively working on the project, but you want them to have information, that's how I recommend setting them up with a comment. If it's someone that's going to be actively working on the project and they need to update their status and the tasks they're working on, go ahead and give them those edit rights. With that, I'm going to thank you for spending some time with me today. Again, I am Candace Porter, and I've got a lot of other videos out there. I've got a smart sheet video if you're exploring different types of project management tools. I've got a lot of foundational project management type of videos. So if you need to focus a little bit more on the foundation, the phases of the project, creating a work breakdown structure, then I highly recommend checking out some of those videos. Please subscribe to this channel. And if you have any requests or any questions about what I've covered here, go ahead and add it in the chat. You're also going to find a link to my website. So check out a link to my website. You can always schedule one-on-one time with me by going through the website, and we could talk about some of the specific things that you're trying to accomplish with your projects. Thanks again. It's a pleasure, and have a great day.